Swal
The earth shakes, and the cosmos reverberates. Bass and
Oxygen-rich atmosphere, giant testicle monsters. We'll be fine. Let's party!
Move it. Move it. Moving. Ha.
To all my cubs and kindred, it is most definitely in the bag.
30 seconds to game start.
Oh, yes.
You're dead.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
First blood!
Fisher.
Last of my kind, but first in this.
फर्स्ट ब्लड ले लिया गो खा के चलो ठीक
Covering. Let's roll. Oh, yes. The earth moves under my feet. Very good. Moving. Onward.
बहुत फड़फड़ कर रहा था
Shake things up.
चड्डी फाड़ दिए
Yes.
वॉच एरो ब्रो
Not yet. Earth, gate. Here I come.
चला उतना जो ध्यान रखना घोंचू मल कैर एरो
Forward. As must be. The
अबे यार
earth
इसको क्या
moves
बोलूं
under
मैं
my feet. Oh, yes. Let's roll. Right. Base.
Killing spree.
Tremble. Yes, indeed. They're likely than theirs. Huh. Yes. Not this time. Yes. Moving. Oh. Let Fisher.
चलो आ जाओ कोई नहीं देखते हैं
Move it. Moving.
एरो एरो एरो
Pardon my reach. Onward. Ah. Forward. Covering ground. I like to see what I'm
Oh,
jumping
come on!
into.
The middle tower's under attack!
Oh, yes. Of course. Very good. Let's shake things up.
कैर एरो
Here I come. Base and tremble.
Dominating.
Right. Let's roll. Moving.
Blown out
Of
on a cold
course,
wind.
The earth moves under my wards for victory. Here I come. Yes, indeed. Down you
Ooh, your middle
go.
tower's under attack. You know, Morty, it sometimes feels like they don't even care.
साला मेरे को एरो लगने वाला ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है मेरे को
Oh, jeez, middle tower's under attack! Oh,
Covering
jeez,
ground.
Radiant's courier just got killed!
Move it.
Oh, jeez, your middle tower's under attack!
Move it. Yes. Forward. Oh, yes.
kill.
Never will you see my face.
Very
कर रहे हो यार
good. Yes. Moving. Missing bottom.
Unstoppable.
Let's shake things up. Oh, yes.
No.
Onward. Did you feel that? Covering ground. Move it. Each choice matter. Move it. That was kind of you. The earth moves under my feet. Forward.
Oh, great. You know what we just got, Rick? We just got a player disconnecting on us. You know how much stuff he was carrying? Morty, you're not gonna like this. The top tower is under attack. Man, you might as well save that energy. Because Radiant just fortified their structures.
Denied.
Your top tower's
Very
under
good.
attack. Oh, what a mess.
Moving. A few pence. Bounty. Yes. On.
A foundling's life is all a gift.
Oh, yes. Maybe this will shake things up. Oh, yes. Get down.
Guess what?
Yes. Ah. Right.
Oh, come on. The middle tower's under attack.
Base and
All wrapped up to
tremble.
take away.
Presently. You thought this would be easy? Let's shake
चलो अभी मैं आता हूँ
things
ब्रो
up.
गुड बैंक 6 लेवल हो गया ना लेट मी बाइट हूँ एक बार डैगर आ गया ना फिर सबकी चड्डी फाड़ेंगे
Yes, indeed. I like to see well.
Chained in searing heat.
Here I come.
My sword.
Of course.
Killing spree.
क्या बोलूं उसको यार
That force field leads me to believe that Dyer just fortified their structure.
Juggernaut.
Oh, jeez, Rick! The top tower's getting hit!
I've seen worse. Onward. Moving.
stack first
Move it.
stack
Oh,
both camps
yeah, your bottom tower's under attack.
दो सीढ़ी पे
You know, Rick, I gotta tell you, my bottom tower is looking pretty good.
Morty, bottom tower under attack.
Oh!
You're a tree hugger.
Precious.
Your middle tower's under attack. Ooh, oh, not good.
Killing spree.
Range afar.
Thus ends the lesson.
Your bottom tower's under attack.
Your bottom tower is gonzo, baby.
Chained in searing heat.
Yes.
Quick and crack. Dunk and donuts.
Dies out.
Forward.
Get the stacks, bro. Okay, I will leave out.
Oh boy, your top tower's under attack. Radiant just fortified their structures. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You gotta get serious.
Stack, bro.
Top tower's under attack.
Of course.
No, below.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, your top tower's fallen. This normally never happens, Morty, and I know you won't believe it, but I think I made a mistake.
Doom, 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 doom.
Shake things up. You work for
Hoods are
me.
way better than masks. Just saying.
Stay grounded.
I'll take that.
Ooh, your middle tower's under attack.
Farm stacks, bro. Fast.
Let's roll.
Oh, middle tower's under attack.
Oh man.
Yes.
Or a deathbed.
Here I come.
Oh jeez, your top tower's under attack.
Moves under my feet. Covering ground.
Morty, middle tower. You might want to look at it.
Middle tower's under attack.
Oh boy, your middle tower just really took a big crap.
Yes. Right.
Oh yeah, your bottom tower's under attack.
Yes, indeed. Moving. Let's roll.
मैं डैगर कर ही लेता हूँ. ये साला ड्रो है ना नोबड़ा है.
Move it. Feel the earth move. Gold and sweet. The earth moves under my feet.
Killing spree.
40 सेकंड रुको. फिर मारते हैं अभी.
Oh, yes.
बेस पे टीपी मारूंगा. आराम से रिफिल होके जाऊंगा.
Eat dirt. Shake it and take up. Moving. This is no time to cower.
You know, the cops are shooting at him and tasing him, and he just keeps getting up.
Yes.
Yeah, why does he keep getting up? Just lay down.
You know, Rick, I gotta
Here
tell
I
you, my
come.
bottom tower is looking pretty good.
Morty, bottom tower under attack.
Oh!
Defend bot.
Very good.
Oh, your bottom tower's under attack.
Of course.
You know, Rick, I gotta tell you, my bottom tower is looking pretty good.
Morty, bottom tower under attack.
Oh!
Move it.
Oh, your bottom tower's under attack.
I'll never bow.
A loss so
Let's
small,
shake things
I
up.
hardly notice.
Onward. Base and tremble. Yes. Covering ground.
Ever seen
I
someone
must
bleed out
try.
in the knit? No?
Oh, jeez, middle tower's under attack.
Roll.
You know, Morty, it sometimes feels like they don't even care.
Killing spree. Well, double kill. Killing spree.
Get down. Move it.
Salah nubba.
Right. Let's shake things up. Ah! Tremble is my way. And it was your own
Oh,
dad.
your top tower's under attack.
Yes. Of course.
Help me, help me.
Forward.
Okay.
Here I come. Almighty money. Move it. Very good. Oh, yes. Shake down. Base and tremble. Moving. Onward. Covering ground.
साला level 12 चाहिए.
Yes, indeed.
Don't fight.
Hey, how you going?
Be ensnared in
Yes.
I'm burning up.
Moving.
in lowest hell.
The earth moves under my feet.
Oh, jeez, middle tower's under attack. Come on, get with it.
Bonded, you and I.
Oh, yes.
In the end.
Yes.
Killing spree.
Your
Even
middle
if I
tower's under attack.
The earth remains very good. Onward. No mana.
Stop.
Moving.
Take me.
बहुत बढ़िया guys.
Rent asunder.
Here I come. Let's shake things up.
Behold my searing chains.
Oh, yes. Covering ground. Moving. Right. Move it.
Oh, you found me.
Move it.
Killing spree.
Yes.
Dominating. Double kill.
Your top tower's under attack.
You surpassed the master.
Chill out.
Yes. Works. Base.
Briefly हो गया हो.
And tremble.
Get two Woodwing.
Moves under my feet.
Morty, middle tower. You might want to look at it.
Middle tower's under attack.
Roll.
Destroy the ward. Destroy the ward.
Move it. Grant me this. Yes. Moving.
Juggernaut!
Covering
Oh,
ground.
jeez, your middle tower's under attack.
Of course.
They smoked. They smoked. They smoked.
Yes.
They smoked. Careful.
Yes. Base and tremble. Forward.
Shaved in searing
Very good, my dubs. I beg of
Learn from your mistake.
bury me in the grounds of Optix.
Oh, come on, the middle tower's under attack.
What a mess.
Let's roll.
Your place is here.
Oh, middle tower's under attack.
Moving. The earthquake jokes well.
Dominating.
This phase of your journey is at an end. Let's shake things up. In one
Double
fall.
kill.
Fuck yaar, almost. Fuck.
Ooh, your middle tower's under attack.
Oh boy, your top tower's under attack.
Oh, aftershocks. Oh, yes. Onward. Move it. Right. Here I come.
Whoa, they took out the enemy's top tower.
Ground swell. Yes, indeed.
Shit यार level 15 चाहिए था मेरे को.
The earth moves under my feet.
Killing spree.
Pardon my reach. Get down.
Silent ceiling.
Oh, jeez, middle tower's under attack.
Time to shake them off the mountain. Covering ground.
Oh, your top tower's under attack.
Choice matter.
Gladiators must enjoy
Very good.
Double kill.
a worthy foe.
Shake down. Moving. Of course. It's not ready. The Earth splinters may be. This will shake things up. Let's shake things up. Ground swell. Onward.
Hey, I'm easily distracted.
Tremble.
Get back, guys.
The Earth moves under my feet. Ghost Scepter.
Keep your own dust, bro. Dust. Doom, keep dust.
Move it. Oh, yes. Move it. Let's roll. Base and tremble.
Care Miran ulti. Careful. Don't split. Keep dust, please, bro.
Here I come. Yes.
अबे यार बोल रहा हूँ फिर भी सुन नहीं रहे वो लोग डस्ट.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh, Roshan just got slaughtered.
High ground,
by
high ground.
fire.
Covering ground.
High ground, guys.
Let's roll. Onward.
Right.
I must try.
You thought me gone.
Oh, jeez, your top tower's
Nuke him,
under
nuke him.
attack. Oh, man, what? Get up on out of here, because Radiant just fortified their structures.
Yes.
Oh, Dire's courier got killed. Are you kidding me? Weak.
From my claws.
Double kill.
With honor.
Very good.
Battlefield. You're right.
Let's shake things.
Follow. I can blink stun.
Quick and crack.
Silence all.
Oh, yes.
Healing ward, bro. Healing ward.
Own it.
Of course.
Oh, the enemy's middle tower's gone. Serves them right.
Moving.
Man, great teamwork, huh, Rick?
You're actually watching this, Morty?
मस्त गेम हो रहा है ना एकदम. बहुत फड़फड़ रहा था अभी उनकी बोलती बंद हो गई.
Right. Base and
Hands afflict thee.
Own it.
forward.
Die alone.
Yes.
It's okay. Just focus tower.
Oh, yes.
Echo in 35 seconds.
Looks like dire structures are fortified.
Move it. Moving.
Get back, guys. Get back.
Stronger by an order of magnitude. The earth moves under my feet. Yes, indeed.
We can smoke, guys. I have echo. साला लेवल 20 से हो गया तो मजा आ जाएगा भाई. लेकिन लेवल 20 अपना भी हुआ नहीं है.
Right. Oh, yes.
Don't go alone, bro.
Common ground. Move it. Of course. Oh, yes.
Go top, jug.
Good.
Go on, jug.
Move it. Yes. Let's roll. Let's shake
Oh, middle
things
tower's
up.
under attack.
Move out. Onward. Yes, indeed. Yes. Moving.
Oh, come on. The middle tower's under attack.
Here I come. Base.
Whoa, the enemy's top tower got destroyed.
Works.
Radiant's courier got killed. You know how much stuff he was carrying?
I can't see. Double kill. Killing spree.
Fuck यार.
Morty, you're not gonna like this. The top tower is under attack.
Oh, sheesh. Man, you might as well save that energy because Radiant just fortified the top tower's getting hit.
You know,
Don't
Morty,
die, don't
sometimes
die, bro.
It's like they don't even care. Yeah, your top tower's under attack. Oh, your top tower's obliterated. Way to go.
Oh boy, somebody called trouble because he's here already. Radiant just fortified their structures. You know what I'm
Watch
talking
out, your
about?
top barracks are getting
साला
hit.
ये दो क्लिप का मेरे को सीन समझ में नहीं आ रहा लेकिन जो भी है वो.
Your top barracks are under attack.
Your top barracks? Yeah, they're gone now. Well, you don't have any
Tiny
top
little
barracks
blip
anymore.
on the map of your life. Little peanut.
Roll. Onward.
Great, your middle tower, you can't use that anymore. It's gone.
Moving.
Carried us, bro.
Yes. Yes. The earth moves under my feet.
Give me that, give me.
Right. Each choice matter. Get down. Forward.
You look awful.
Moving. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
ऐसे फाइट्स हम लोग जीत ही नहीं सकते बिना विजन के। वो लोग मिराना का अल्टी यूज कर करके आ रहे हैं।
Of course.
इतना बोल रहा हूँ फिर भी वो लोग कोई डस्ट बाय करने को रेडी नहीं है।
Covering ground. Very good. Here I come. Move it. Let's shake things up. Yes, indeed. Base and tremble. Move it. Right. Moving.
I'll take that.
The earth moves.
Dominating.
I must make this will shake things up. Very good.
Mega kill. Double kill.
Fury. Move it.
Ooh, your middle tower's under attack.
Let's roll. Serve me out.
Now that you're dead,
Of course.
I find it easy to respect you.
Base and tremble. It might help. Yes, indeed.
Unstoppable.
Onward.
Is this my fate?
Double kill.
Oh, yes. Your name shall be forgotten. Let's shake things up. Move it.
Oh, jeez, your middle tower's under attack.
Moving. Forward. Covering ground. Fisher.
What's wrong?
Morty, middle
I
tower. You might want to look at it.
Middle tower's under
Must
attack.
shake down. Yes.
Stupid.
Yes. Moving. Down you go. Very good. Oh, yes.
M by BKB
Forward.
देखना भाई
Move it.
Welcome to the secret shop.
Yes, indeed. Yes. Right. Huh. The earth moves under my feet, refreshing possibilities. Still no eye. Move it. Base and tremble. Here I come. Covering ground.
no lie let me go first
Yes. Yes. Onward.
Silence all.
Double kill.
My reach. Not my fault.
There was not much fight in you. I leave the woods unguarded.
Make a
साला
fine
विजन नहीं है
craft.
हट
Oh man, looks like the Dyer got to Roshan just a little bit before everybody else could. Your middle tower's under attack.
Oh man, what? Get up on out of here, cause Radiant just fortified their structures. They're coming after your middle barracks.
Oh boy, Morty, middle barracks are gone. Ooh, your middle barracks just got wiped off the face of the map. Oh boy, your middle tower just really took a big crap.
What's this?
Whoa, Morty, I've been across the cosmos and I've seen a ton of different
Oh, come
realities,
on,
and let me
the
tell
middle
you,
tower's under attack.
this is definitely
Great, your
not
middle
a
tower, you
remarkable
can't use
moment
that anymore,
at all.
it's
In any way,
gone.
shape. There's no bottom barracks anymore. Sorry, player. Oh, the bottom barracks are getting hurt, baby.
Course.
Oh man, the bottom barracks were my favorite. Now they're not there anymore.
Move it. Moving. Yes, indeed.
साला ये लोग विन डिजर्व नहीं करते
Yes. Yes. Of course. Base and tremble. The earth moves under
Killing spree. Dominating. Double kill.
that isn't yet down. Each choice. Onward, defeat.
Mega kill. kill.
Accept your death.
Killing spree.
Look at you.
Fear not your death.
Game over, baby. Oh man.
Defeated. No.
चलो ठीक है कोई नहीं
Your turn to ban. You better pick your hero. 5 seconds. Hello, it's your turn to pick.
क्रोनो वाह यार
You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left. Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
Hello Takahiro welcome to the stream bro well played
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron.
let's see. Hopefully we can win this one, bro. I lost, I think, 2 games straight because of idiot carry. Let's see now. क्या हो गया भाई ये लोड क्यों नहीं हो रहा why is not loading black screen bro okay
Oh my god, the battle's about to start!
Relax, Morty. Relax. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Cuddle in. Cuddle in with me. Ah, look at this game. It just started, baby.
get the runes
Wings beating. Have patience, child. Watch for winter.
very nice chalo nice
You know I will.
waste his time bro don't let him go his lane bro
Yes.
nice
Have a care. Trouble yourself not.
careful bro
Understood. You know, I think I just might. Yes. Ah, that seems wise. Very well. You'll catch your death. Yes, child.
kill hit bro I can heal you later
Understood. Watch yourself. I know the way to go. By the sweep of my wings, that feels good. Yes. Oh. Understood. Watch yourself. You know Very well.
Well played, well played.
I know the way to go.
Careful bro, getting rune.
I'm under attack. You know, I think I just might. Oh! Don't mind if I do. Yes, child. Have a care. Oh,
अबे hit कर. Ah, okay, nice one.
have patience, child.
Clear the range creep bro, fast.
Yes. My old wings beat with youth. Watch for winter. Ah, that seems wise. Trouble yourself not. Understood. Oh. I carry winter wherever I go. Watch yourself. Attack. Understood. Trouble yourself not. Freeze.
Careful bro, careful.
Have a care.
Just spam your first bro and clear. अबे clear कर फटफट.
Yes. Ah, that seems wise. Wyvern's kiss. Wind chill factor minus here.
I sold
Double kill.
Nice one bro.
I think I just catch a chill. Yes.
Getting rune, careful.
Wings beating. Watch for winter. Very well. I'm under attack. Understood. In a frozen blast.
अरे एनिग्मा के क्रीप क्लियर करो. Very
Have
nice.
patience, child.
Dyer's courier. He bit the big one. There's a job opening, in case anyone's interested, for courier.
You know I will.
Sniper is very fat now.
Yes, child.
Hopefully we can end this game faster, so I can watch Secret
know
vs
where to
Aster.
Have a care.
Your top tower's under attack.
Very well.
Clear this bro. Oracle here, careful. If they come on you, bro, just fight, okay, bro? I can heal you.
Trouble yourself not. Watch yourself.
Ooh, Dire, you gotta fortify them, their structures. Good work.
Understood. Watch for winter. Oh, I've never
Where am I
felt this
stuck?
good.
Come to me, come to me.
That's not fair.
Abey yaar, start.
Yes. Not.
Throw support.
Understood. Wings beating.
Killing spree. Double kill.
Pulling, pulling.
Yes, child. You know, I think I just might.
Get stacked, sniper.
Ah, that seems wise.
Give me that, give me.
Patience, child.
Dominating.
I know the way to go.
Very nice.
You know I will. Ah, that seems
Your middle
wise.
tower's under attack.
Yes, child. I'm under attack.
The darkness.
Watch. Swiftly. Yes. Trouble yourself not.
Shit, yeah, sniper, sniper.
You know, I think I just might. Very well. Don't mind if I do. I know the way to go. Have patience, child. Wings beating.
Ah, the enemy's bottom tower. It's gone. You did it.
Yes.
I need some wards to...
Watch yourself. Have a care. Bird. Understood.
Get stacked, sniper.
You know I will. Understood.
This will come in handy.
Understood. In cold, there is comfort.
That force field leads me to believe that Dire just fortified their structure.
You know how it is.
Watch for winter. Very well. Let's seal you.
Mega kill.
Understood. Have a care. I know. You know I will. Oh. Yes,
Killing spree.
you well deserved. Yes.
Coming, coming, coming. Help me, bro, if you can.
Yes. Watch yourself. Have patience, child.
Fuck yeah, almost died.
Wings beating. You know, I think I just might. That seems wise. Trouble
नाइस है
yourself
सर,
not.
बहुत बढ़िया. अपने पास ऑलरेडी आ गया है होली लॉकेट. अभी आएगा मजा.
Understood. Yes, child.
साला मेरे को डैगर चाहिए ये
Yes.
एनिग्मा का अल्टी कैंसिल करने के लिए.
I'll let you get the next one
That
made.
seems wise. Watch for winter. Winter's curse. You know I will. Cold wings keep you. Watch yourself. You know, I think I just might.
साला अल्टी में मारना नहीं चाहिए था लेकिन इट्स ओके.
Oh, the enemy's middle tower's gone. Serves them right.
Go 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 go.
Well, that's what I call teamwork.
Wings beating. Very well. I'm under attack. Trouble yourself not. Have patience, child. Sleep and heal. I know the way to go. Understood.
Very nice.
Have a care.
Can I have one clarity, bro? Bench.
Understood. Wonderful.
Thank you, thank you. बहुत बढ़िया यार. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Oh, middle tower's under attack.
अरे यार.
Have patience, child. Cold.
Morty, middle tower. You might want to look at it.
The enemy's top tower, middle tower's under attack.
Oh, you're gonna do this.
This will come
You
in
know,
handy.
I think I
This is
just
going to mess up the timeline.
Killing spree.
a wyvern's curse of winter on you.
Dominating. Double kill.
Watch yourself.
Oh, jeez, middle tower's under
I think
attack.
it's warded, bro. Warded.
I know the way to go. Wings beating.
Mega kill.
Picked him off.
You know I will. Have a care. Cold winds keep you. Watch for winter. Trouble yourself not.
Nice. Dead. Very nice.
Parting shot. Boom.
Yes. Very
Wicked sick. Double kill.
Your bottom tower's under attack!
Monster kill. Triple kill.
Lol.
Ah, that seems
Oh, yeah, your bottom tower's under attack.
Come on, man! You might as well save that energy! Get with it! Because Radiant just fortified their structures! Oh, your bottom tower's under attack!
Looks like dire structures are fortified.
have a care.
Ooh, they took out the enemy's middle tower! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha!
Oh, I can't believe it. What a wonderful thing.
Careful, I think Enigma still has black hole.
I know the way to go. Have patience, child. Trouble yourself
He
not.
blinked out, bro. He's not there.
Shrapnel.
Yes.
You gotta get serious!
The force
Top
field
tower's
leads me to
under
believe
attack.
that Dire just fortified their structure.
Ah, that seems wise.
Stick.
Ownage.
Very well. You know, I think I just might. A coldness grows in my breast. Delicious.
Hooray! The enemy's bottom tower is destroyed. Hooray! All right. Yeah, you know what you're doing.
Understood.
Secret shop.
Roshan, let's go.
I owe you one.
Wings beating. Understood.
We see you.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, let me tell you that Roshan, he just delivered a bunch of goodies to the Radiant!
Immortality.
Yes.
Killing spree. Ownage.
Winds carry me.
Godlike.
I know the way to go. Watch for winter. Wings beating. Have patience, child.
Look there.
Swiftly. You know,
Oh, yeah, your bottom tower's under attack.
Carry Chrono.
You know, Rick, I gotta tell you, my bottom tower is looking pretty good.
40, bottom tower under attack.
Oh! Your bottom tower's under attack!
Holy shit! Own it!
I'm not ready.
Force.
You fall forever. Watch yourself.
Enemy's middle barracks just got wrecked, baby!
Have a care. Let's sleep and heal. Understood. Trouble yourself not.
Very nice.
You know I will.
Oh, the enemy's middle tower's gone! Serves them right! Oh man, I'm so happy about all this!
Yes, child.
Ooh, they took out the enemy's middle tower!
Watch for winter.
Whoa, you just unlocked the positive encouragement soundbite.
Own it!
Shot to hell!
Understood.
GG.
I know the way to go.
They're radiant! And they're good! And they won!
Jeez, Morty, relax. It's not like your
Well
life's
played,
gonna
well
get any better
played.
because of
चलो भाई. अभी हम जरा नाइस एकदम मजा आ गया भाई. First game. So I lost 2 games and now I oh shit यार इसके पहले वाला भी जीत गया हार गया था क्या? Fuck. रिपोर्ट वाइड बराबर है. ऐसे लोग हैं ना गेम रूइन करते हैं और कुछ नहीं. क्या मैक्स आउट किया उसने? नो बड़ा. साला ठीक से खेला रहता तो एटलीस्ट नॉर्मल हीरो लिया रहता तो अच्छा हो गेम हुआ रहता शायद. लेकिन हमारा नीचे का लेन स्नाइपर के साथ बहुत ही अच्छा गया. उसका फार्म बहुत बढ़िया हो गया था स्नाइपर का. 6 मिनट में तो उसके पास देखो पीटी और 2 रेड बैंड थे 7 मिनट में. तो वो हिसाब से ड्रो का कितना फार्म था? उसका सिर्फ पीटी था. 2 किल्स मिले थे उसको लेके ना लेन में. चलो ठीक है कोई नहीं. गेम तो अच्छा ही हुआ जो भी हुआ वो. चलो फिर क्या अभी मैच नहीं देखना क्या सीक्रेट का? साला टूर्नामेंट स्टार्ट हो उसका देखना पड़ेगा अभी. चलो वही देखते हैं फिर अभी क्या ट्विच पे जाके लेट्स वॉच सही बात है ना
Welcome back, everybody, to the Arena of Stars. Avo's handing out some gifts. He's dropping some gifts. Oh, that guy didn't steal it. I thought he would steal. Oh, he gets to keep. Yeah, let's go, let's go.
Hello, you hear me? Hello, testing.
Hello,
1, 2,
Moon
3.
Meander. Welcome to the panel. But you're getting a little bit ahead of yourself, my friend. I need to talk about our great sponsors. I know you're very eager. But first, I want to tell everyone about going to esl.gg/DHL Pro Tips. You've seen that Jenkins video like 5,000 times now, right? You memorized all the numbers, move speed, turn rate, projectiles. Don't listen to the guy in the background. I want you to go to esl.gg/DHL Pro Tips, and you can win a €250 Steam gift card if you get the right answer. But, you know, you better not have tuned out of those Jenkins videos. Moon, you're studying that Jenkins video. No. Don't hide. What are you reading?
Just some ESL panel.
Oh, ESL panel. Well, welcome to the ESL panel, Moon. It's a pleasure to have you. My two favorite TSM goons, Saberlight, welcome as well. And we have to, you know, maintain the height levels with Cinderin. Welcome, my friends. It's a pleasure to have you on this panel. To what do we owe the pleasure, Moon?
Well, I decided to come on the panel to say hi to all the C fans, you know, because I was like kind of born in Singapore, and I also have a lot of family and my uncle's here right now in the crowd, so shout out to him and shout out to the crowd.
Yeah, the C fans want to say hi to you as well. I heard your signing session went very well, Saberlight. How long were you there for?
Yeah, we were there like 40 minutes, maybe more. It's honestly like the biggest signing session we've ever had, or like in my entire life. I think it's like 10 times big as the last one. So it was incredible. It was incredible to meet all the fans, and yeah, I had a blast.
Yeah, Stockholm was your breakout party, and now everyone knows the legend of Saberlight and Moon Meander, so I'm glad we're spreading the gospel here on this panel. And now, Cinderin, you can tell us about the Dota, because we're getting into Team Secret versus Team Aster. Tell me about Team Secret.
Yeah, so obviously Team Secret, one of the teams going into this tournament that were a little bit of a question mark. We didn't know exactly what to expect, but they've really been picking up a lot of steam recently going into this tournament. Since the addition of Resolution, they've looked like a stronger team, and his synergy with Zayas, I think, is a really big part of what is making this team so strong right now. They have some of their own style that I think other teams haven't really played very much, especially on Zayas' hero pool. We'll get to that later. But yeah, overall a very positive surprise how well they've done so far, but now the really tough challenges ahead of them here with Aster.
Have you ever had a similar honeymoon period, Saberlight, as an offlaner where you're like, dude, I know this 4 position's my ride or die. We're always going to have that kind of magic. Are you familiar with that feeling?
Of course. Ever since I joined this team with Moon, it was the honeymoon the entire time. I actually cannot complain, you know, because I'm legally not allowed to. But
yeah, we have it written in your contract. He said I'd only show up on this panel if he talks me up. But yeah, Moon Meander, it seems like they had this established chemistry from VP and Hellraiser's days. And I know in some interviews in Riyadh, Resolution spoke that he was just like almost sad whenever Zayas got picked up by Secret, because he was like, oh, I guess that means that we won't be a duo anymore.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter like they're both looking for a team together and stuff, and then I'm really happy for Rezo, my ex-teammate too. I was with him here actually in Genting, and I think this patch perfectly suits him, and I think he's more suited for Secret because it's more carry style offlaner, the traditional offlanes, the old role where you play offlane like you just like kind of a third backup core is not true anymore today. Like it's more like a carry role, and Rezo's ex-carry player, so playing the offlane, so I think that fits play Secret a lot more.
And how does that contrast Saberlight to Team Aster's offlane? How do you think XXS is faring in this 7.32 dynamic?
I think the Aster's approach is a little bit different, at least when I play them at the major and when I look at their games here. I feel like he's like somewhat of a sacrificial offlaner. He just picks these teamfight heroes and he makes space for his team, and he's playing these heroes super well, so it works for them.
And which one are you favoring moving forward, Cinder? Because we saw offlaners be the determining factor in that OG versus Thunder Awakened series, at least ATF on OG side, because maybe the carry on Thunder Awakened may be more critical for them. How about the carry offlaner from Rezo versus the more sacrificial offlaner from Aster on XXS?
That's a really good question. I think based on how Secret caught momentum here, I would maybe say they're slightly favored, especially with Moonset about how Rezo plays. And I think, you know, we just saw how OG handled that series as well against Thunder Awakened, where Amar was a really big part of their victories by getting really farmed in the offlane. I do think XXS is a very talented player, though, that's very adaptable. I think if this is what it takes in the meta, he can play offlane heroes that do need farm, and he can scale very well himself. But maybe he needs a little bit more time compared to Rezo that it might be a little bit more inherently obvious for. Or, you know, they just play their style like Saberlight said, and they're just better, which could also be the case. I don't think you have to have a greedy offlaner for it to work right now.
Yeah, because the greedier your offlaner, then the more your 4 position is going to complain. And Baboka has famously been a very, very adventurous kind of support hero, and we actually got a chance to do a profile on him. Let's check it out.
First thing that comes to mind when I think of Baboka is Earth Spirit and Monkey King. This is a player who has a very specific style when it comes to 4 position, and he is the best at that style. It's a style that hasn't necessarily been in vogue for a lot. It hasn't been meta for quite some time, but when it was good, he was the king. Nobody beat him out when it came to those roaming 4 positions in Earth Spirit and Monkey King especially.
Starting with the Fissure, they want to save that Echo Slam if possible with the silence coming through. No, they have to commit it, and they will score the kill.
It's perfect. SCC's gone. The Magnitude from Baboka as he moves in onto the second core, trying to close the gap onto Mugi. Keeps it going. He's still got a couple more rocks to drop down. Border smash. He shoots. He scores. Baboka takes down Mugi on the back lines of it.
波波卡是一个实力非常强劲的选手，他在国内至少能排个前2吧，然后人也挺和善的，非常好相处，我觉得他挺不错的。波波卡是一位平时生活里比较喜欢搞怪，然后爱开玩笑的一个人。你只要习惯他的那种相处方式，你就会觉得他其实是一个很好的人，比较好相处。
That goes all the way back when his peak at DAC 2017, where he was in, I think they won that grand finals back when he was on IG. That was kind of like I mean, he won that tournament for them. He was an absolute monster.
This is why I did like a little brief interview, and it was talking about Baboka, and I feel like this guy is back into form. You know, this guy is like a true threat like he was at DAC 2017.
Whoa. Who said he went anywhere? What do you mean back?
I feel like he did go frequently back to the airport.
The only thing that comes to my mind when I hear Baboka is his Ricky. He plays a mean pause 4 Ricky. He's all over the map. He forces you to buy a lot of sentries, lots of detection, draining your economy. And he just manages to get these sick plays with just a blink strike with great smoke placements. He's a monster on that.
其实波波卡玩一些节奏型4号位的时候，他的秀击非常好，杀人能力也特别强，然后他的打钱能力更是世界顶尖的。总之就是各方面能力都非常的强。
Baboka is a player to watch for sure, just because he is a playmaker and a half. This is the kind of guy that if the meta is right for it, if the setting is right for it, and he's on his heroes, he can make magic happen.
How do you consider these 4-position dynamics, Moon? You think the Baboka style is going to be able to prevail in this current patch, or you think maybe not too suited for him?
No, I don't think so. I think this patch has really changed the way the economy of the game worked, and I think roaming 4 is kind of dead now. So he gets to sit in lane the whole time and not make many plays. So I think that's not going to favor Baboka a lot. Hopefully he can adapt. I've seen he's playing a bunch of ranged heroes already. So it looks like he's going to adapt really nicely,
okay.
Hopefully.
I'm intrigued that you said that, because I actually heard some people saying that the flag bearer creep almost kind of encourages more rotation, because as a 4-position, you roam around, you get a kill, and then you stick around for the creep kill as well. You think more time needs to settle before we really know what's going to happen with this role?
Yeah, so basically I played a couple of pubs, like quite a lot of pubs yesterday, right? Usually like minute 5:30, you rotate mid, first mid catapult to mid's level 6. Now I come there, my mid's like level 5.5, and I'm like, well, what am I gonna do with this guy? So I come at minute 6 rune, and then I camp it, and then sometimes the mid's not even level 6 yet. And then I come at minute 7.5, and he's level 6, but like I'm like level 3.5. Like I'm not sure what I can do. It's like it's not easy this patch to play 4, so it's better to actually like for me personally to just sit in lane and collect that free flick barrier creep go.
Okay, so I see you knocking on that door trying to deliver something to your mid laner and they're just not home. But that's never a problem with DHL. Let's go to Slacks, who's trying to do a DHL drop right now. Slacks, where are you sitting?
Oh, how you doing? How you doing? This ain't no DHL drop tsunami, okay? This is a DHL sellout. Now, by the way, my friend, we have a contest going on right now where you can sign up at esl.gg/DHL and you win a all-expenses-paid trip to TI. It's so happening right now. It's actually happening for one more day. But they have given me the opportunity to choose one lucky person in the audience to actually give away the opportunity to answer one cool question. So what do you think? If you could go to TI and ask a pro player one thing, what would you ask?
I'll go to PSG LGD and ask why they don't respect ban the Magnus, the collapse Magnus.
Unbelievably toxic. You would use your one opportunity just to flame a team. Fantastic. If you go to TI and ask a pro player, what would you ask?
I would like to tell Papi, please pick Patch as carry.
Okay. Well, wrong sign. There you go. Let's redo that one. Try it again.
Please pick Patch as carry.
Oh, there we go. Centaur Ags, would you ask any pro player to do this?
Nima Galaxy. I will ask Kuroki, please choose the best drop in the TI.
Okay, well, I hope Kuroki's there, my friend. Whoa. Push it back over to Tsunami. Very excited. Don't forget to sign up. You can come to TI. You can meet with me. You can film. It's free.
Imagine that. What a benefit. ESL.gg/DHL. And you can ask some questions as well. Hopefully we'll get that first question answered by TrueSight when that comes out soon. But for right now, we're just going to have to wait in mystery. But I'm not going to keep you waiting for much longer for the Dota. We're going to be right back with Aster versus Secret right after this.
Hello again, Malaysia. How are we doing? Still awake after that series? Are your hearts still pumping? My goodness, that was an exciting one. Well, that was one heck of a series. We must say goodbye to one of our teams. But now, you get to have something a little bit different. It's not an elimination game. We're back in the upper bracket. And we are about to see two of the most skilled teams at this entire event, my friends. That's right, absolute titans in the world of Dota. If you want to steal some strats, this is the series to watch. Malaysia, are you ready? There we are, we're still alive. Well, allow me to please introduce our first team coming to the stage for this incredible upper bracket match. You know them, you love them, you wish you could beat them. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Aster! Oh, the gods, yes. Oh.
Yeah, let's go. खाना पीना भी खा लिया, अभी मजा आएगा ना भाई देखने को.
There you have a team, Aster, one of the hardest to beat teams at this entire event. However, their opponents are equally as brutal. Their draft's unique, their play style uncanny, their captain has a machete. Ladies and gentlemen, please bring them out to the stage. Team Secret! Oh my, look at that Rezo go! All right, the two titans of the tournament are getting ready to face off. It should be one hell of a match. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please, one more time, make some noise for the best Dota players in the world? Give it up one more time, Malaysia, and let's get this started.
Oh my.
Woo!
Looking to make their berth into the grand finals, into the best of 5. But they're going to have to make their way through each other first. And their opponents earlier also gave them a pretty good run for their money. Fnatic was up against Team Aster. That was a 3-game series. Secret went up against OG, and that was a 3-game series. And both of those teams have been trained well because they're going to face off in the lower bracket semifinal. But for right now, we got to figure out which of these two are going to reign supreme. Is it going to be China or Western Europe? Moonmeander, how was your experience playing with these teams in the group stage? I actually don't know which one you played with.
I don't think we played any of them.
You didn't play with any of them. No wonder you're on my panel then.
They're both on the other side of the groups. But judging from what I've seen, I think that Secret's slightly stronger, in my opinion. Because I thought OG would have favored to win this tournament. And to get here, Secret had to beat them in the best of 3.
That's
and,
right.
The third game was very convincing. As for Aster, I feel like with the nerf to Boboka's playstyle, which is very key in the team, and I feel like they only have 2 cores, that Secret's going to come on top.
Yeah, you alluded to the fact that you favored the resolution carry style. Saberlight, how do you like that kind of offlane? Do you feel like the carry style is something that you wish you could adopt more, or do you like your utility playmaker style?
I'm gonna be honest, I hate the carries offlane. I absolutely despise them. Last major, you wanna know the only reason why I went as a stand-in to the last major?
Tell me.
Because there's too many carries playing offlane. Rezo, Nightfall, Amar. It's too much.
It's too
it
much.
needs to stop. So last major, I went to the major and I was playing offlane as a carry to like battle this, to like balance it out a little bit. So I'm glad that this new patch dropped and it's slightly less carry oriented. You know, no more Vipers, no more Razors. So that really warms my heart. And you know, now it's the flag bearer creeps. So we'll see how that develops, because I think that's a very interesting change. And I'm also like amazed how close these games are, considering it's on a new patch. And so far, like no team discovered some super broken strat that would like demolish everyone. All the games are very close. So I think we're in for a really strong series.
Yeah, if nothing else, it seems like the strategies are mostly being pretty systematic, but the heroes, especially the heroes out of Zayats, so much techies. I thought it was a meme pick even after the rework Cinderin, but he's making it look viable.
Yeah, I think this is a really great head-to-head to just look at for this series in general, because we talked a lot about Boboka, right? But that is where Zayats has a little bit of an edge up against him, is that he has 2 heroes that we haven't really seen Boboka play very much, which is the Tusk that Secret favors over basically everything else, together with that techies. And historically speaking, I would say Chinese teams don't deal very well with techies. They like banning it when it's good. So that might already give Secret a little bit of an advantage in the draft in the first phase if Aster feel like they have to ban it, because in that region the hero isn't particularly popular in Pro Dota compared to the Western scene most of the time. So if they have to get rid of that, then we're going to start maybe seeing Secret get their hands on, you know, a hero like Enigma, which was amazing for Rezo. Probably his standout performance in this tournament so far. 2 Enigma games back to back. So I think Aster should have hopefully done some good prep and, you know, picked their poison here in the first phase.
And it's not just Zayats, even Puppy's hero pool is the other support Moon. He's whipping out the Omni Knight even pre-buff. He was doing this Ogre Magi before anyone else was.
Yep. Puppy just ahead of the meta apparently.
He sets the meta. One thing though that has been consistent is he was a Chen player, and he remained a Chen player throughout the first few days of this tournament. What's your opinion of Chen right now?
I feel like I got trapped by Fishman yesterday. He did a really good thing, picking the AA into the Chen.
That's right.
That was a very old matchup, and I feel like it's back. So if Aster decides to give Puppy Chen, which I still think is a mistake because, you know, Puppy Chen, I hope they pick up the AA immediately.
Yeah, that strategy, I would like to pick your brain a little bit on that series, if you don't mind. What was up with the Ursa last pick also for anti...
So the Ursa is the counter matchup to Pudge carry. So if you play a lot of Pudge, there's a lot of Pudge and Pups, like a lot of Pudge and Pups. And the counters to it is percentage-based damage because he's so tanky and he's such high HP that if you just try to kill him, if he pops his third spell, you're never going to kill him. So to be kill him, you need like Necrophos and the old Death Prophet and all stacks heroes like Ursa, Monkey King.
And you had Doom as well, so you were really hoping for that percentage-based damage to work out. Yep. But here we're going in a different direction. The Chen is banned out indeed by Aster along with the Tusk of Zayats, and Faceless Void and Queen of Pain taken out. And despite Bad Rider being typically the first phase pick, if those are not banned, Aster go for a Tiny instead.
Yeah, it's especially interesting because Queen of Pain is banned, right? Which has been some of the team's go-to way of solving bat mid, is you pick arguably his probably worst hero-to-hero matchup in the mid lane for the patch that also scales really well. But Aster still thinks the Tiny is more important. I guess also added value, you take it away from Zayats, but if he wants the techies, it's there. So maybe we'll see Secret even go those two in tandem, or maybe Secret are like, are they trapping us here? Don't we just pick Enigma that we just crushed with recently? Like, why should we be scared of a Tiny? It's not a bad matchup.
First two Enigma is pretty interesting because once you pick those heroes, you kind of set lock that you're gonna play a slow game. So yeah, Bad Rider. I was thinking they should take Bad Rider, especially because Queen of Pain is banned. This hero does not care about any mid matchups, especially like Puck and Storm. It used to be like such a hard matchup for Storm because of the small camp, where the Puck and Storm will always farm a small camp, so they can be so much fatter than Bad Rider. And Bad Rider had a problem farming small camp because when you use Firefly and Napalm, you run out of mana.
Right.
But now there's no more small camp, so the Storm and Pucks don't beat Puck Bad as much. Bad's always gonna have a good game. And now that they picked the Bat here, Aster's response is always gonna be certainly Puck or Storm. Because it's Ori.
You're angling it for being a mid Bat Rider, but Resolution has been the one who's been playing the most Bat Rider on Secret. Do you think that utility or side lane Bat Rider is still viable, Saberlight, or that may have been 7.31? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I think this being able to like pick flexible heroes in this first phase is super valuable for the teams, because now Secret can decide, okay, we see that Bad Rider's against Storm, so we can still put it on Rezo and pick a matchup that's really favorable for us. I think Aster does a very similar thing with the Tiny, even though now that they have the Storm, the Tiny is probably going to be on the Boboka.
Do you think part of the reason Secret picked Shaker with Bat here is to protect themselves against both the Storm and Puck, because you have a reliable stun out of Fog? Is that like already kind of a coverage?
Yes, that's definitely the new thing. I mean, the thing that's always been there, but the new thing about Shaker is that they buffed his Fisher, so like it's such a shorter cooldown, and there used to be a 170 mana cost, now it's also 150. So the new build is you get shard at minute 15, because the game slowed down a lot for position forwards. We get so much less goal that if you try to go for the blink dagger, you get it like minute 18, 19 in the semi-bad game. But if the new Shaker Fisher buff, you max 411, and also they buff the third spell so that you get the aftershock really like 0.9 seconds level 1. So you don't really need levels in this anymore. And it also covers the barrier like you said. So what I think that should happen now is that on Secret, usually when I draft against Puppy, it was really rough because he always flexes his heroes, like you said, the Bad Rider in the mid and off lane. And this forces Aster to waste so many bans on the Storm as a first pick, which is really crucial because their 16-17 will not be protected. They already banned Puck and Invoker, and if Secret can also put the Bat middle anyway, and then really have a really strong 18 counter pick to what Aster's going to put on second phase. So I'm really afraid for Aster right now in the draft.
Do you think Aster are kind of almost hoping that Secret put the Batrider mid just because perhaps it's not been one of Nisha's most standout heroes? Like, he's been playing really carry intensive out of the mid. Honestly, I think you could make a case that Nisha maybe has been the best player in the role for quite a while recently. Are you happy as Aster putting him on bat over something that, you know, scales in a different way and kind of carries fights with more damage, or is it still worrisome to have him on bat?
Yeah, I think if the Secret puts Batrider mid, Aster would be very happy, because this Batrider Earthshaker lane is very scary, and just being able to pick a new mid that counters Storm Spirit, I think is extremely scary for Aster, which explains the two mid hero bans.
Yeah, Puppey is like a very. I feel like when Puppey is Nisha, it's like Kuroki and Miracle, you know, like that's their boy, that's their son, their prodigy son. Puppey will do everything to give Nisha the best game possible. So like he doesn't really want to put Nisha on the Barrier versus Storm, but he might just have to if like the counter pick from 18 is too powerful.
So that explains the mid lane bans. What's up with the Enchantress ban, Moon? I feel like that's coming out of nowhere. There's nothing worth dispelling that Aster have so far.
I feel like just a Puppey ban, respect ban.
Okay.
I think it's a mistake because I feel like Puppey's not going to play just the old meta heroes this patch. I think Puppey's going to look for, like, yeah, he's Willow CM is what I was going to say. Heroes that he actually already played in this patch. And I feel like now Aster has to pick, well, let me see what they're going to do.
So far, a little bit of everything gets banned out by Secret. They take out 2 supports, the Grimstroke and the Oracle, and then ban out 1 carry with PA.
It's also the Enchantress ban makes sense for Secret, because both of these teams, they lack tower push. So if Secret got Enchantress, then their draft is already like rounded up. They have magic damage, they have stuns, they have a way to push towers. So all they need to pick in the last 2 picks is like a carry that's going to carry the game. But you have so much flexibility.
I like the Oracle ban. I think the PA ban was a mistake. I was going to say that the Dark Willow really opened them up for the Abaddon pick, because Abaddon is one of the best matchups against Dark Willow lane, 1-to-1. Not only that, it also has purpose against the Batrider.
Yeah, I think this Abba pick is insanely good for Aster. I don't think.
Fuck,
I mean,
Enigma ले लिया,
I'm
bro.
no puppy, but if you ban Oracle, then it will make sense to ban the Abaddon as well, because the idea with Oracle is, okay, he's gonna purge my bed, so you know Aster doesn't really care because there's still Abba or maybe Omni, but this Omni hero, I don't know, it's a bit sus. So yeah, I think the PA ban should have been the Abba ban, because now
or the Grimstroke ban, right?
Yeah, or the Grimstroke ban. Because now, if you look at Aster draft, I also love the Enigma. They now have the tower push. They have insane team fight. They have save. It's like their draft is really solid. Now they can pick any carry. They also have last pick. If I'm
yeah, so now the Ench ban makes sense because the Ench ban covers the Enigma 16-17. So they were gunning for the Enigma 16-17. Right now in this patch, Enigma doesn't really care about what carry he plays against. He's always going to have a good game.
Right.
What he cares more about is the support matchups like the Rubik and Winter Wyverns and Enchantresses that can either ruin his black hole timing or ruin his laning. And it seems like Secret's going to have a huge issue here because they have no black hole cancel. So Aster right now has insane late game. Not only they can turtle and buy time with the Abaddon, Secret has to run into an Abaddon. While Aster will just be content farming, while the Enigma big BKB Black Hole will definitely come out this game.
Do you think this is a good response from Secret to grab Monkey King here? I know you have Boundless Strike against the Eidolons. You have at least a little bit of laning presence, but I feel like your core matchups are kind of scary here. The Storm Spirit can catch you in the trees. You have the Enigma that had Midnight Pulse can catch you in the trees. Tiny can catch you in the trees. You know, it's it seems a little bit worrying.
I think it's giga cringe, honestly. I think picking Monkey King into Storm, that's a huge mistake. And Enigma, like this is like only you pick this hero only to win the lane against Enigma. But if the Enigma player is good, he will not lose his lane to Monkey King very hard. He will not. He'll just chill, farm, not overextend. He'll know his limits, and XSET's not a bad Enigma player. And then in the mid game, you can easily cut your trees instantly on Monkey King. So Monkey King has to play so good in the mid game.
Yeah, I feel like there had to be better carries, such as maybe like Alchemist or something that doesn't suffer so much from magic damage and is still fine against Enigma. Because as an Enigma player myself, I don't really care this Monkey King matchup. Because I mean the lane is somewhat hard, but the ability to cut like 700 AoE trees is insanely strong against Monkey King. But I think they just pick it as a comfort.
Yeah, Crystallis has been playing it quite a bit this tournament, so maybe they're just feeling safe with it. They ban out some more carry matchups. They take out the Morphling. Aster take out the Dawnbreaker.
I think you should take out the Pangler if they're smart. Because the only way to lose this game right now is if Enigma's Black Hole gets cancelled right now. So they're matching the offlane team fight, because China always prioritizes team fight a lot. And the reason why Dawnbreaker is a good ban is because when the Enigma Black Hole is the Dawn counters it with the ultimate, so no one can die in the Black Hole.
Why do you like Pango more than Beastmaster?
The Beastmaster is fine ban too, but because of the Abaddon, because it's a little bit
right.
bad. But the Beastmaster, no, Beastmaster is a decent ban, but technically it's more of a reliable black hole counter because of the swashbuckle with the basher late game.
I think they should have banned Doom, because now if you look at Secret, I'm pretty sure they can last pick Doom either mid or offlane. They don't really care. And with the new Axe, you can Doom yourself, then you blink in on the Enigma. You can cancel hold every single time. It counters Storm, and they don't really have a hero to punish that. So I think Doom is insanely good for Secret.
That is why you're my offlaner. That's a really good ban. This Doom is actually also really good against Storm Spirit. And then you can never counter him with Lincoln Sphere anymore, because when you get super late game, he just dooms himself and blinks next to the Enigma, and Enigma can BKB.
Can you blink after you self-doom yourself?
Yes, you self-doom yourself and you blink in. So there's no counterplay there. They have to have 4-star, but if you have Nullifier, then you know there's literally 0 counterplay. You're doomed.
Goddamn.
Yeah, it's also like a very reliable way to cancel the black hole, because there's actually like no counterplay whatsoever. Once you cast hold and you get doomed by this Axe Doom.
Actually, I just think about it, right? Doom, you self-doom yourself. You might be the first Dota hero play where you actively wanted to blink to a black hole. Me blinking to the black hole is a good play. I never thought I would say this, but Iceberg, you're a genius.
I think you're
thought
right.
about this.
I think you're right.
It used to be the Nyx Carapace, now it's Doom Axe.
Yeah.
Now Aster need to figure out who they are going to get for Monet. Faceless Void is one option.
I was banned first phase.
Oh, never mind.
They
It's
got
not
rid
one
of that
option.
immediately.
Yeah.
A lot of respect.
Said they go for Luna. Very blue draft from Aster.
I mean, Aster's lineup has, some classic elements. This is a lane that I think especially Tundra played quite a bit, the Abaddon Luna. They played that, I want to say, half a year ago, where Abaddon, you get the Luna aura, you can trade really well, and you protect her very well in the lane. You have the heal and the shield. And later on in the game, Luna can be a little bit susceptible in team fights to getting run at, but, you have this naturally protective support. In addition to that, you also have the Tiny, who can also act as like a pseudo-save. And overall, I guess Aster's lineup, they're just looking at having this amazing mid-game timing, right? With Enigma, Luna, and Storm coming together around Abaddon.
All right.
It looks very strong.
Red versus blue. They end up giving a Resolution the Batrider in the offlane, it looks like. And I would assume that it's going to be Anisha Ember Spirit. I don't think Chrysalis has much of a history of playing it. What's your opinion, Moon? Where are we at? Which team you favoring?
I'm heavily favoring Aster.
Okay.
However, Secret has out here. The out is they go aggro trialing with the Earthshaker Fisher block and put the Bat versus and then go 1v1. Because if this Bat Earthshaker lanes against Abaddon Luna, this guy will freeform.
Okay.
Completely. And then I do not see this Monkey King out carrying his Luna laning against Tiny Enigma. Because there's also the scaling of the Monkey King versus the Tiny, where I love playing Tiny versus Monkey King because I have high armor support that blinks in the Wukong string. I can toss him out if he doesn't have BKB. And then this game he needs Wukong blink to team fight.
Yeah, and I imagine that was the main reason for the pick. They need that team fight. Saberlight, I'm sad that you didn't get yourself Doom, but how do you feel about putting Rezo on the Batrider?
I think he's gonna do well. I think Secret are like stronger players, so I think they can win this through skill. But I like the Aster drafts much more. I think the Enigma Tiny lane and the Luna Abba lane are both extremely strong. So yeah, I think Aster is gonna take it.
Send.
I like Moon's idea. I think if you don't get creative here, you're gonna fall too far behind in the laning stage. And if this Aster lineup is ahead in the mid game, I'm like very much favoring them.
Let's get creative then. Let's send it to our casters for this game number 1. It's OD Pixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Tsunami. Yes, very much looking forward to this matchup here in the upper bracket. Team Secret versus Team Aster. As we heard from the panel, they did seem to like the draft in particular that Aster was going for, and the potential for them to play it fast. We're seeing them finish it up with a Luna, something that not a lot of teams are going with right now.
Yeah, I'm curious to see it too. I haven't gotten to see with the new change, of course, nighttime, the global aura that's going to be kicking in. So this lane dominance draft looks really interesting, but at the same time too, we have a lot of team fighting on both sides. So should be a really exciting game, should be lots of battles, and let's get into it.
Absolutely. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 ready to go here between Aster and Team Secret. We'll see what sort of matchups we get to start things off. I mean, so first up, in terms of the strengths of Aster, of course, it's the speed they will be able to play if they come out of the lanes in good position. What sort of stands out to you from Secret's lineup that's going to have the potential to be very strong against what Aster's going to try and run at them?
I mean, they just have crazy amount of team fights, crazy disables. Everybody has a form of a disable to deal with the Storm Spirit, right? I think that's why they kind of went for even this Monkey King, finished off the draft too with another hero that can go for catch too. They just have literally every single hero that can try to catch stuff. But yeah, Aster's draft is about putting pressure on early, and their draft is all about lanes right now too, right? If they come out of these lanes, which they should come out very far ahead in lanes, it's a strong draft to just get the push started with the Luna aura, with the Enigma Eidolons like they were mentioning on the panel. This hero does push towers down incredibly quick.
And if that push does start to come in, how do you sort of rate the potential for Secret to hold back against these early tower pushes?
They don't have like this crazy deep push that like we always like talk about, like you're just like nukes from like a distance. They have good ways to fight around the tower though, and great ways to stall because of all these disables, fissures, brambles on the floor, slighted chains being spammed too. So they have tons of harassment and poke from distance. That's gonna be a bit annoying, but at the same time too, you see Aster's draft, they're prepared. They have this Abaddon, which is one of the better heroes that actually deals with this constant poke, because you're able to heal, shield, etc. to prevent stuff. And let's go.
Here we go. Let's get the action on the way here. And also, just in terms of sort of player performance, from what you've seen so far here at ESL 1 Malaysia, who's sort of been standing out for you on both these lineups?
I mean, one is very obvious, I believe. Nisha, absolutely popping off in most games. And then I think the interview we had earlier, and also the interview about Baboka was definitely very proper. He's been kind of the key element of aggression on the side of Aster, because you look at their draft and it's pretty reliant on him to be making a lot of these early first moves until the Storm feels comfortable to start making the early zips.
Absolutely, and he's on an excellent hero to do
is.
so this game. The Tiny already.
Brambles.
Bit of action here. Fish has been dropped down, and PQ's going to be trapped on the way out.
Nice.
First blood for Secret, claimed by Puppey.
Got to be careful. Like we said, everybody has a stun. They have a fissure, a root, they have a boundless, etc. So many different things that's going to be there to control.
Absolutely, yeah, in the team fights, PQ on the Abaddon, he's going to really have his work cut out.
He sure does.
In terms of keeping his cause alive and knowing who to prioritize the saves for.
And when to prioritize shield in particular when he's watching out for Lasso, because later on it's going to be like if he shields some type of just slight chains, Lasso might come in from Rezo, so he does have to be quite careful.
Now, let's see some of these matchups. I mean, down on the bottom lane, and Monet on the Luna. How safe is he going to be down here?
He should be pretty
Rezo
safe.
on the bat, Zayt's on the Shaker. Can they do much to pressure him, or is PQ just going to keep him completely safe?
PQ's going to keep him totally safe. He even plays the mid lane really smart at the start. He shields himself, he TPs in, shields himself instantly, runs to the side, and then runs in with his shield so he can like double shield XXS.
Some good body blocks there, along with the creeps, meaning that XXS could not get away in time. A second kill on the board already for Secret just a minute in.
I mean, that's big.
Nice.
These two heroes definitely do pose kill threat constantly on the Enigma, so really important that you're able to get these kills. Like Saberlight was saying, Enigma can sometimes just like always overwhelm these carries, just the constant denies that come up, but this lineup, this lane that they have definitely has kill threat constantly. Killing the Eidolons as well with the boundless strike if XXS isn't careful. But they should be able to pull the lane back. That's always going to happen with the Enigma, so it's a death, but he'll be able to catch up just fine.
In the mid matchup, do you think we'll see close things or potential for Nisha to get ahead early as the Ember in this Ember versus Storm lane?
I think it's gotten better for Ember with like the Flame Guard changes that we saw a while ago, of course. Also, it's gotten buffed this patch. It's only 65 mana cost at level 1, so you're actually having like always going to be Flame Guard in the lane. So I think it's better for Ember than it used to be. This used to be that Storm favored matchup, but I actually think it's pretty decent for the Ember now. And Nisha, yeah, he's been getting a lot of help too. I think this is one thing I highlighted the other day too, is how much attention Zayat has been putting on the mid lane, and he constantly plays heroes that can just come in and go for a kill threat. Like a Shaker comes in with a fissure. The other day he was playing Tusk, constantly roaming in. So I do think Aster will at least have to put some attention to help Ori.
See top lane, another attempt to be made onto XXS. Baboka will be able to keep him covered with the Avalanche.
Nice toss.
Actually going to toss Puppey in towards the tower, but the Shadow Realms at the ready. Should be able to walk this one off, but as you can see, both teams on this top lane in particular teasing with one another. Secret, they've got to be careful how close they get to the tower, and of course for Aster, XXS, if he does step up too far, they have got a decent amount of slow and control between the two to allow Chrysalis to build up those punches and take him down with the Jingu.
Ori doesn't have the rune, as we were mentioning. Zayat's checked bottom rune, Nisha got top, so already going to try to apply some pressure onto this Storm Spirit. And yeah, I think this is the same lane they did the other day versus the Enigma and stuff, because this is really cool how you can always survive as this Willow. You get tossed back, they can't Malefice you because you just go into your Shadow Realm. So it's really cool, actually, the approach from Secret to be able to protect the support.
See bottom, maybe a bit of an attempt for resolution here. As Monet and PQ chase him down, he has the Firefly up and will live. You can very much see the real difference at the moment in the two side lanes. Oh, XXS! He's going to be able to get the Malefice off, but he will die for that. They'll need to find the trade here, and they will do so. It's a good job as well, because of course Baboka opting to throw Puppey back in does allow Puppey to get the kill, but it does cost him his life.
That's pretty huge. She gets him, yeah, gets him killed. 1 or 2 hits, just enough for Puppey. And in the mid lane during this, Ori actually had to go back to base. So we're already seeing a little bit of that cause and effect from checking the runes. Let's see if they help him get the next rune. And if Zayats is going to look to move away, because Zayats, as he knows, he can't really help the Batrider to pressure the Luna at all, so wants to keep moving to check those runes for his Ember Spirit.
Across the board, definitely the 3 cores of Aster overall having the better time. Monet very happy with the setup on this bottom lane.
And Baboka does go toward mid now, so they will be able to get that rune for Ori. It's to be expected that they're leading the lanes like this, though. Especially just the constant denies from the Enigma, and then just the Luna Abaddon being able to bully. Batrider and Earthshaker just can never pressure versus this lane because of the Abaddon.
Just trying to pull the wave around each time.
He's trying to make sure he gets aggro of it. He will get it. Flag bearer creeps, of course, spawning out here. Second set of them.
Now PQ getting a few denies in on this, but overall resolution able to find something from this and not putting himself in a place of danger. Top lane though. They get the toss back on Crystalis. Stun the Eidolons. And won't catch any of the heroes here.
Oop, dodges some damage. We'll be able to jump.
And he is away. Nice little jukes there from Crystalis. Keep him alive in this lane.
But you can see the CS, as we said,
so much pressure on him.
It really is him as well as the Batrider. It's these constant denies that's coming out. Nisha is the one who is leading still. In that mid lane, he's going to be that disparity for Secret. And we are seeing Josiah still lingering around that area, as we mentioned.
Let's see if either side can set something up here before the level 6s are hit by either Spirit.
Nisha's going to get it very early. As Moon was saying, you know, you get a little later on these mid heroes now. Rather than being at the catapult wave, you get it right afterwards. So Nisha's going to hit 6, but Ori trying to prevent.
Vicious setup, but indeed Nisha not quite with the mana to follow up with anything aggressive.
And now he's too low to be able to try to pressure Ori under the tower there. And Ori hit 6, so he actually hit 6 before Nisha does. And they look like they maybe want to go. Yeah, but Boka's thinking about it. He was trying to predict the stun. He walks up and just stuns near the tower, thinking that Nisha TP'd inside the tree line. Nice attempt there from Baboka.
Yeah, Nisha making sure that he was at an adequate distance up the lane so that sort of play doesn't trip him up.
Rune will be secured, though, for Aster because of that. Baboka's just going to take it. And in the meanwhile, also Zayats, we're seeing him stack. So hard camp stacks are being prepared for probably the Batrider. I think he maybe wants to save those for Rezo to get recovered, but I could see Nisha still just taking them. I think I would like Rezo to get them because of how hard the lane has been down bottom.
Yeah, for sure. If they want to make sure Rezo can get like that first item timing and have the impact that he needs to do so in order to make space, in particular for Crystalis. We'll see how involved Crystalis does opt to get as the Monkey King this game.
Mid lane.
Early on, they'll be able to take down Ori there. The 3 of them just collapse in upon him, and no backup, no response, and not a chance really. The 3 of them killing him instantly.
So much disable he's going to watch out for this game. As we were mentioning, everybody on the side of Secret has something to catch him. Now he's looking, of course, we see that 3 points in Lunar Blessing, 5 minutes at hit, so nighttime, everybody, all the heroes on the side of Aster do have that little bit of bonus damage now, that plus 20. Yeah, kind of cool change. Lots of stacks. Yeah, Zayats continues to do it. Baboka.
I'm going to see if they can go for some sort of setup, but XXS is here, so chase is hard. We're in the mid again. See both teams now having backup. See the setup with the Fisher, but Ori has got PQ by his side this time. Quick miscoil and a shield will keep Ori topped up and safe. Much harder, if not impossible, for these two heroes to make a move on the Storm Spirit once the Abaddon's in position.
It's constant harassment though, these slights. For Nisha, he knows he has so much more freedom. He does not really at risk of dying too much in this game. It's really limited disables coming out from the side of Aster till later on when team fights start kicking off with like black holes and whatnot. He can push the limit of this hero.
Absolutely, yeah. So the only way that he gets caught is if he does overextend, but as we've seen Nisha coming out with consistent top performances this LAN, unlikely that he makes those sort of mistakes.
So aggressive too, just jumps under the tower mid with his Remnant, just keeps spamming the slights. This could be them going for the Abaddon, perhaps he's thinking about it, just keeps pushing him away from Rune.
He's going to chase for this one.
Oh,
Monet is here to try and help out. Fish it down onto PQ. They'll take out the Abaddon. There's still Remnants at the ready. Nisha, you can look to chase down another. I have the one charges from Monet, buying him a bit of safety. It's either one final Remnant. It will get the job done. Nisha, early moves and a big kill to find there. We saw how free of a start Monet was having. The perfect gank there from Nisha.
Executed to perfection from Nisha too. The Remnant usage to get the distance, waits for the last moment to use a Sleight of Fist after he gets consecutive hits, full Flame Guard. That was actually picture perfect from him. And a bit unfortunate for Aster, trying to protect the Abaddon with that Luna showing up for the first time after having that incredible game bottom. It's a lot of gold going the way of Nisha. Top of the net worth. And it's a level 6 Luna too, so actually almost level 8 now on Nisha. And Zayat's also got some of that XP, so near 5 on the Shaker.
I mean, Nisha's ready to go again here. Doesn't only have, of course, the one remnant charge, but plenty full of mana to play with. He has the pretty much a full wand ready to pop if he does look to commit for this fight. It's just the two of them down bottom again. PQ and Monet by the tier 1 tower. Secret starting to collapse towards this area. They'll turn their attention over towards Baboka.
They got both D wards, Secret as well too. They got the bottom ward as well as the top D ward early on, and now they're going to steal some of those stacks that we saw the Luna was working on. Yeah, Secret some really nice early moves here, 6-1, and after these lanes, I think Aster would have wanted to be, Aster of course wanted to be way further ahead with the way that they drafted this. The Monkey King is doing just fine, Bat Rider's recovering, so I think Secret's in a very, very happy spot right now.
For sure, already sort of just threatening that pressure that they can apply into Aster's jungle, where indeed, as you say, Chrysalis, top half of the map, he's getting his whole jungle to himself. Not yet a place that Aster themselves have been able to enter into.
Yeah, great skill build. I mean, it's kind of the obvious one nowadays for the Monkey King when you have this lane where you can't pressure, you just go for the farm build, max Primal Spring. He's doing an excellent job with that. Neutral items being picked up, Fairy Trinket for Ori, and gets a DD. So this could be pretty big next few moments if he's able to find something. He's got a lot of kill threat. Especially if he's able to find like the Monkey King or Bat, but Secret's not really showing them much. Rezo shoves the lane, Monkey King just goes to the jungle, so yeah, right now, Secret playing a very good economy game. And look at that from Rezo, queues up a Witchblade in the off lane.
All right, wants to step up the damage output. See them set up with an easy kill with that lasso. Of course, a level 4 Abaddon has nothing to save himself here. Back over in the mid, or
nice one.
To get completely away from this mid lane. Was very concerned that the Secret were able to make some sort of opening on an initiation onto him.
He's gonna probably look to make the move top because he still has that bottle DD. So maybe wants to reset away, but mid tower is also going to be pressured, so maybe he actually can't make the ways away from that tower here.
Yeah, as the siege creep pushing in, this is going to be a fair bit of damage done unless Aster turn up for some sort of defense at this mid tier 1, but already the TP is going to be towards the bottom lane.
That's surprising. They're just going to give up the mid tower for this type of play to kill it. Go for
11 minutes in, it's early. He needs to find some sort of kill from this, but he's not able to get the opening. Zips in as soon as he sees the TPs. Or he doesn't want to risk trying to force a play.
And this is a pretty rough move, really, for Ori. Just now he's going to lose his entire mid tower because that doesn't get the successful kill either. They'll get top tower, but losing mid tower this early to an Ember Spirit, that's not too common.
I mean, you see it in the gold as well. Ori at the moment quite far behind that of the other cores in this game.
That's going to slow him down a lot, too. That's his power room with his Fairy Trinket. That's like a big timing for him to find just an easy snag onto a support or something like that. Doesn't find anything. And now...
they got the chains into the Fissure.
Should be okay.
Won't quite have enough damage to burst him through that control, and PQ is there at the side.
Nisha knows how much he can push his limits. You see that just like high-fiving, walking into them.
Baboka trying for the setup. There's no random sound. In fact, it's straight into the vortex. Oh, but he's got the slide. Ori looked to chase, but Zayat with the echo into the Fissure, locks down Ori. Nisha's gonna live.
You gotta be kidding me.
And now with the flame break thrown him, Baboka's getting low. Rezo's gonna look to chase them up to the tier 2. They're able to take down Baboka as well. I mean, how did he live there?
The stick, the slight, every little thing coming into play there for Nisha. Oh my god.
And as you said, if the game wasn't hurting already for Ori, it's gotta hurt so much then after that attempted play. He needed that kill. He went for it.
Oh, and they used so much too. They used Eclipse to try to bring him down. The fear
it looked like they were gonna have, but I guess the early level of Vortex, not enough lockdown, comes to an end. And even Puppy, of course, with that clutch 3-man fear, makes sure there wasn't that final bit of damage output from any of the teammates. Ori, I mean, you have to go for it. Nisha's so low, Ori commits, but Zayat's in perfect position, ready to stop him in his tracks with the slam.
And no hesitation, right? Instant Echo Slam to make sure he gets that snag. Secret 2K ahead. Aster's still very farmed. Monet as well as XXS are still really farmed on their heroes, just not able to show up to these fights because Nisha's pushing the limits of his Ember Spirit. Interesting pickup also, Nisha buys a Falcon Blade. So did get some slight buffs, of course, in the last patch, but kind of cool. Seeing a little bit of different stuff coming out from two of the cores on the side of Secret, that Witchblade, Bat Rider, and now Falcon Blade on Ember to make him a little tankier. So this will also, look at his HP, right? The Corrosion, now the Falcon Blade, 1450 on an Ember Spirit is quite a lot at this point in time.
Absolutely, a couple of points in that Flame Guard as well. Gives him a good amount of effective HP you have to get through if you do catch him.
And he's got an Arcane.
See how much they could commit here, Secret. PQ is going to be around to help out. See Baboka toss for XXS back to a safe distance. Secret have Nisha leading him with the change control onto Baboka. Wukong's command down from Chrysalis will trap in and take out Baboka.
They just got to run.
Does still have borrowed time at the ready. will be able to poke it out of him. That Fissure causing a little bit of issues, but they'll still make it round the tree line.
This Arcane Rune is just crippling them, really. Look, he's barely even used any mana, and he pushed away 4 heroes nearly by himself. Secret.
Huge amounts of pressure.
They're just, I mean, they're getting so much base, really. Like we mentioned, like this was Aster's time to shine, really, because of the way they drafted to be able to pressure lanes and stuff. It's just Secret running at them.
See down, Nisha is confidently farming right in their face. He has got a Remnant prepared for a quick escape. He wants to try and pressure for PQ. He knows that the borrowed time's on cooldown. Aphotic Shield blocking a fair bit of the damage from the slipe, but another round of it, and he's going to be in trouble. It's the XXS though, lock down the Ember with the Black Hole. There's nothing to stop it.
He finds him.
Anisha maybe getting a little too cheeky there under the tier 2. Zayat's also to fall. I mean, he was definitely pushing his limits there. I mean, obviously there's been no Black Hole casted yet this game. They knew it was going to be there. They're almost certainly going to lose Puppey as well. Maybe getting a little too ahead of themselves there, Secret.
Beautiful by XXS too. It's the identification. He sees the Fissure used, and the second he sees Zayat's thrown out,
I mean, that has to be right. That's the only way. That's the only reason why he's just going to be playing like this. He thinks the Fissure's going to be there to cover him from a Black Hole, but indeed XXS, he knows once that Fissure's used, it's a free Black Hole for him to just drop down, guarantee the kill on the Ember, and at that point, of course, the supports are Secret. They're not getting away with being behind a tier 2 at 14 minutes in on Aster's side of the map.
Yeah, pushing the limit too hard there, Nisha. And Zayat's probably being like, oh man, I really shouldn't have fissured. They probably had this communication going on, but it happens. And now, as you mentioned, they still were farming fine on Aster. They were just getting bullied a bit by Nisha.
Yeah, Monet and XXS are in a very good financial position here. And it's Luna, Mask of Madness, Dragon Lance going towards that Manta style. I mean, once the 3 core items are done, Monet, he's going to be ready to turn up to the fights. If they can just sort of keep the area safe around him, he will shred through the heroes, and a 1-team fight will result in 1, if not 2 towers being heavily damaged by the push of the Luna.
Absolutely. He just has to watch out for this core-to-core matchup versus the Monkey King. Just they have to have ways to either peel him out of that Wukong's or something along those lines. He has to be a bit careful of his positioning when he does show up to the fight. Because it is a bit of a one of those tougher matchups for Luna versus that Monkey King. Rune, Invis top.
I imagine we'll see Secret settle down a little bit. I don't think we'll see them playing that aggressive for at least a few more minutes, or at least until they've got their next item online.
Yeah, not behind the tier 2 and diving into tier 3 at 12 minutes in. But still looking to make these plays. Rezo with his newly picked up Blink Dagger trying to find a catch. They have more than enough damage if he does find anybody with the backup of Puppey and Zayat.
I mean, they're relatively close to Ori. It would be, of course, a nice catch. He's already struggling. Keeping him behind would definitely be big for them, but Ori, quick with the reactions. Rezo unlikely to find anything too big. Might be able to get a support. Oh, he's actually going to find XXS in the trees!
They're stunned there.
Immediately on top of him. He knew it was there. Ori's going to come in with a backup. Wukong's come on off to the side, but they can walk out of it. Rezo will die for that attempt.
But Boca was ready so fast. I mean, that stun.
He really was. I mean, Rezo went straight for it, knew that XXS was hiding in the tree line, but again, this dangerous area of the map around this tier 2, a spot that Aster are not struggling to respond to Secret's moves with.
No, Aster is here as a unit. Look at this. All 5 heroes brought down bottom.
See Puppey might be in trouble as well. As the Shadow Realm, we'll see the echoslam drop, but it's not going to do the damage required. Zayat goes down. Nisha is going to miss the chains. Won't be able to control Ori. Ori's still got mana to play with. They're considering getting in aggressive. Onto Crystal is Ori. Zips in. They'll catch out the Monkey King. It's another kill for Aster. Nisha, he has to back off, has to reset. They'll poke back in with the slight chains, but it's 3 versus 5 here. XXS, 5 seconds until the Black Hole's back up. Secret, they've got to respect that. That's Baboka. Toss control here onto Resolution into the Vortex. Malefice as well. Resolution taken down. And we'll be able to take out PQ in return. But again, another fight where it's just a little bit all over the place for Secret. They're losing control of this game, and Aster getting further and further ahead. And just look at Monet's farm. I mean, XXS as well just continue to be right behind him. These two, they're getting massive.
Yeah, the poke and prod continues to happen from Secret, but the numbers were there. Aster brought everybody so early on. It felt like almost over-forced aggression from Secret when Rezo tries to go for that Blink initial play early on. Same thing with this, right? Like, you could tell it's like, ooh, this doesn't look like he's going to have enough damage by any means, and he goes for it. So, a little bit of awkward spellcasting from Secret, and Aster, excellent team fight. Abadi just getting to free cast. PQ's just chilling.
Yeah, and good read there from Ori, knowing that he had the ability to commit in as low on mana as he was. Trusted in PQ to have him covered.
They wasted the Eclipse, I think, at the end. Ended up hitting there's like a couple creeps, but you could see they didn't even need it. So, yeah, Aster, their big team fight lineup is coming into play when they're all together. And Secret with like this forced aggression a couple times now, I think they're going to sit back, maybe finish up 1 or 2 of these next items. I think Zayats now has, does he have his Blink Dagger finished? I think he probably does in a second on the Earthshaker, yeah, so.
Yeah, they've got to sort of reassess their movements, as the last couple of them have hurt them big time. Aster able to hold their own very convincingly in the team fights, and in situations as well where we saw, that last fight, XXS didn't even need to use the black hole. He still has that, so.
Or the Eclipse, as we were saying, like the Eclipse came
it didn't
at
matter
the end,
that it missed, yeah. So when those ults do come into play, it just goes to show how tough of a team fight Secret will now find themselves entering into, unless they can catch Aster, split up, or blow up some of these heroes from the start.
Which they still can do. They still have all this crazy amount of control, crazy amount of just poke and prod damage that they do have with their heroes, with the Earthshaker, the Slight, the Boundless, etc. So they could just assassinate a hero at the start, but yeah, PQ has just been on point, really, this Abaddon.
Yep.
They're all itemizing also for BKBs, even the Abaddon. He actually has an Ogre Axe on him too. So just trying to get anything to protect themselves versus this crazy amount of control, right? Like this Fissure, Boundless, etc. that we were talking about.
Absolutely. So yeah, outside of that BKB, only really the Lasso they have to worry about. And, as we say, they have the counter for that, the way to dispel it, remove it. So fighting into Aster's BKBs once done is going to be very, very hard for Secret. They've got to be much more tactful about the way they look to make the plays.
It's always just the threat of this black hole too. That's always going to be coming out. So it's like this looming feeling that you have too, where you're playing a Secret and you're knowing that this Enigma's sitting back and farming. You don't have a way to prevent the BKB black hole until later on when you have maybe like a lens on Bat Rider and stuff like that, and some extra cast range where you can grab them from outside of it. But it can be difficult to do that as a Bat a lot of times. So I think for now they still probably want to get a bit aggressive on Secret. Just sitting back doesn't feel too great into this Aster lineup. So let's see what they look to do, because with these double blinks, I imagine they want to try to make some more plays.
See if they can catch out Ori this time. Very close.
Ooh, it breaks.
He's going to show himself and immediately zips away, so fully prepared that Secret were going to be looking for him. We'll see Resolution continue to see if he can still find something out of this. He'll find Baboka.
Okay.
And they'll let Baboka go. There's no saving here, the Tiny.
It's just, they're settling there at that point for that kill. And Aster just continues to do a great job of keeping these lanes shoved. Mid lane is shoved out by Secret, but top lane constantly pushed by the Luna, who has the Abaddon next to him. And bottom, I'm just seeing XXS sending Eidolons constantly.
See Ori.
They might
He's going to find the setup here on Nisha. TP's into the trees, Vortex into the black hole. Nisha doesn't stand a chance. Again, getting close to these tier 2s is not proving to be a healthy move at all for Nisha.
He didn't have Zayats close enough at all. XXS, no hesitation really there. When he knows where the Earthshaker is.
Absolutely not. You sort of see an Ember Spirit sitting like that as close as he was to the tier 2. You're dropping that black hole every time. XXS knows it. It secures the kill.
I think they're thinking about maybe going into the Roche, because they do kill it very fast.
They do, with Monet having the farm that he does. Will be scanned out, so Secret know they're playing around this area.
They want to kill first.
I mean, there's no Nisha for 10 seconds, and we'll see Ori. He's already in with the setup. Gets the opening. The fear, it's only going to catch a couple of them, won't catch Ori, so Ori can continue to finish the kill with the help of Monet.
Secures him another power rune though. Hasterin will spawn top, so Ori will continue to be able to put on this aggression on the map with mana. Nisha gonna TP mid, but you see Nisha now has to be a bit careful. He has BKB, so we'll protect him versus everything now that Aster has, but has to still be careful of this like toss back into Vortex play that we saw Aster do a couple times.
And you're absolutely right. If Secret lose another fight, they will be losing Roshan to the power of Aster. They can take it down very, very quickly.
Yeah, they don't want to just run into it right now, though. Black Hole being on cooldown, it's a bit of a risk. Once they have, I think, the 2 BKBs, I think they can. Monet, actually, he has it done already, so XXS, I think maybe when he has BKB, then they can just kind of walk in and force the issue. But they also did play they did have this good vision that's kind of been down almost full duration inside the Dire jungle. So just watching Secret looking to make any of these moves. This is a pretty massive ward that's not been taken out.
They're going to move straight for them. Ori going for Puppey. Force out the Shadow Realm. Caught by the Cursed Crown. We'll see the rest of Secret smoking up to try and get over to connect, but Puppey's already gone down. There's no further fight for Secret to be had here.
Damn. And Ori, 5-2 and 4 after having a little bit of a tough start. Everything has been perfectly recovered since then.
Yeah, he's now higher than any of the net worth of each of the 3 carries on Secret. So they're trying to set up onto PQ, but he has got borrowed time. So he'll be able to make them work for it. He's going to go for the TP out. And they'll actually force them to drop the slam just to guarantee the hold on the Abaddon.
Really nicely done from PQ. Seeing that the totem was used, all the rest of the stuns. And now they know, no echo for next fight. So that's pretty massive. Might see Aster actually look to make a move
I mean, absolutely.
before Black Hole's up, because 40 seconds, they might actually look to make it now that Echo's gone.
And there, yeah, just 200 gold or so, and the BKB will be done for XXS as well.
And then he has all that freedom, and it's going to be, like we mentioned, the only way really is up to Rezo if he finds some type of opportunity to be able to get that lasso onto him, but yeah, not easy. Or if they get some weird itemization or something. Zayats up top with Nisha.
See over in the river, Resolution has been caught. They'll be able to dodge out the fear from Puppey. So Zayats and Nisha indeed trying to poke Monet on that top, but it wasn't doing anything at all. Back over towards the mid. Chrysalis did commit with the BKB for that play, but there was no fight to be had. Aster easily walk it off.
Terrorize also is committed too. Aster continuing to just lead the map just constantly.
Yeah, they're going to be feeling very in control of this game right now, Aster.
And they're just, I mean, every time I look at Luna, there's always just, PQ chilling right next to him. Never messing around, never wanting to do anything else. He knows his job this game. It's protect Monet, never let him get lassoed and pulled out of position. Yeah, really great positioning game from Aster has been on point after the laning phase. Always knowing where the aggression's coming from Secret, but both on point with these tossbacks.
I might just go for Rezo here. Shows himself in the mid lane. Ori and Baboka go straight for him. Rezo goes down again.
Damn. Yeah, Aster, it really just keeps on being the same thing. They're one step ahead of Secret, getting these constant picks.
And now you can move into
now
the
they
pit.
Can go. Yep.
And the chances of Secret being able to interrupt this, I mean, they could try, but it's going to be so risky.
I don't think you can, honestly. I think it's kind of a death trap. You know that they probably have vision.
I mean, they might just lose heroes. Baboka jumps up to the high ground, catches Puppey.
Secret's completely lost control of this game.
They really have. Ever since that dive on the tier 2 down bottom, they've lost their flow, and Aster just in full control, hitting the timings that they need to be. Monet, absolutely massive. This Roshan, it will be theirs. Of course, with the Aegis in their hands, you can definitely expect to see Aster start steamrolling down some of these lanes, taking the tier 2s, and maybe even pushing it up towards the base of Secret. And the question is, if Secret are in a position right now where they're ready to deal with this incredibly strong teamfight with these BKBs on Aster.
It's going to have to be some lasso plays. I don't know if the base push will really come out this early on, but either way, Aster's going to be able to secure easily the tier 2s, and it's going to be really difficult for Secret to fight into this. Because now Ori's going to have BKB of his own. So he didn't have it during all this last few moments versus all these disables of Secret, and he hasn't been taken out more than the twice.
Absolutely, and as you say, PQ's been working on it for a bit. He's also just a recipe away. So these mass BKBs soon to be ready on Aster.
Tier 2 top time. Gonna quickly be brought down. Maybe they actually can poke
I mean,
high
they're
ground.
so
I think
strong.
They actually can, yeah.
I don't think there's too many reasons for Aster to hold back. If they want to go for the high ground push, they could definitely see what happens if they try.
Agreed. Only thing they need to watch out for is the lasso pullbacks. PQ just has to be on point with it, being able to protect.
I think it's going to be a tough defense here for Secret.
Oh, and they might catch something.
They do outside of the base. They catch
big one.
Zayats. He's out for 40. Did
The
spend up,
lasso.
I believe, the blink into the black hole. He's in excess and he gets the 3 of them. A beautiful jump there past the tier 3. They're out of the game. The push will continue.
XXS MVP for sure this game.
I mean, Annette, they're ready for more here. Puppey's got to back off. There's no stopping them.
It's a wrap.
Aster, they're
Guaranteed.
just straight up on this top lane. 27 minutes in, 10k lead. The full racks is going to be theirs.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if Secret can slow them down this game.
They're pinging tier 4s.
I mean, keep pushing. Go for the tier 4s. Go for the game. They
Look how
haven't
much
stopped
damage.
you yet. I don't think they're going to stop you now.
This might just be it. 15 seconds, actually. Let's see if they give the respect. The glyph is going to be forced. Okay, they'll back up. Oh, boy, though. Aster.
I mean, it's full butterfly on Monet. It's like this.
I mean, the biggest thing is I'm most impressed by XXS is because the lack of hesitation that he's done this game. Bottom, he saw Fissure used, immediately black holes. Mid, he sees an opportunity, immediately black holes.
Baboka.
Top, instantly too.
We'll see back in action. They're the setup. We'll see again. A
Picture perfect.
fantastic black hole there from XXS. He's been playing it cool this game. And Secret just completely shaken up. They had that opening. It looked like they were sort of hitting their stride, but again, to draw back to that, just stepping a little too deep and getting a bit ahead of themselves. You can't do that against Aster. Aster, they will just slam you down.
Especially now with this group up, this push lineup that they've gone with the Abaddon, trying to go for these plays. Now whenever Aster's grouped up, it's such a strong push. As full butterfly, as you said.
Yeah,
Next tier 2.
PQ's going to have his BKB out for the next fight.
Oh, God.
So there's no stopping him from getting the spells off, getting the saves off. How on earth do you make a move here if you're Secret? Anybody stepping outside of the map, Baboka's finding them, taking them down.
This Tiny and Enigma have just been complete thorns in the Secret side.
Well, they couldn't stop them on the top lane. We'll see what they can do here in the mid. Black Hole, not quite online yet, so one less thing they have to worry about for now.
They can't stop this. Monet's full health.
He's got 2 lives as well. Still nearly a couple of minutes left on the Aegis. And just tearing through these buildings with how farmed this Luna is.
And look, PQ's even being careful. He's not throwing the shield every time either. He's waiting with the shield just in case some type of Batrider comes in. He's just throwing the heals for now. On to tier 4s again.
And they can go for some more tier 4 damage.
No glyph.
I mean, Ori, he's ready to zip in deep. He's looking for the setup. He's going to be finding the opening onto Zayat. Zayat's out of the game. Has got money for buyback, but the tier 4s are gone. The Ancient's exposed. Monet, he's going to continue to try and close the game up. They'll try and approach him. Secret, they've got to fight now if they want to hold on in this game any longer. The fear coming out, but the BKB is already there for PQ, so he can still get the save off onto Ori. Ori's able to zip out. Double buybacks out from Secret. They're trying to deal with Monet. He's still got a minute left on the Aegis. Crystallis dies within his own Wukong's command. Buyback from Resolution. Puppy's desperately trying to finish off Monet. He'll be able to do so the once. See if they can do so a second time. No buyback available on Crystallis. It's just the 4 of them.
Aster's buying back, though. The abandoned Tiny running back. They know this is the end of the game.
I don't think they could control this Luna Secret.
He has a Satanic now, too.
And Black Hole's ready.
Uh-oh.
Puppy stepping up. They've got to be so careful. If XXS finds the jump, it will be GG. There's the jump already over towards Resolution. Slam comes out from Zayat. It's a solid
Pretty
point
good
on the
one.
3 of them, bringing down PQ low, but the shield's still there. PQ will live. Another dead. XXS dropping the Black Hole to hold down Nisha. There's no further buybacks for Secret as Monet back to the base. Nisha will be able to get the kill, but they're just looking to end it. Nisha's got to do something insane to hold this off, and he cannot do so. He's got no mana, no health left. Monet looking to close it up, secure the win here in game 1, and they'll get it. GG is called. Aster will take this game 1.
That was just, it was so impressive, really. After the pressure that Secret was applying, especially Nisha with that Arcane Rune, trying to push his limits, but Aster, they get this kind of like momentum because they get this group up with their lineup and just find kind of the perfect fights. XXS in particular, I mean, a perfect game really from the Enigma. I could not ask for more.
And we saw sort of him and Monet, just the top 2 throughout it all. Even in that start where, you know, that Secret were able to make those moves, get those kills. Astra, you know, having Monet and XS staying out of harm's way. And yeah, the Luna, it was the perfect pick here for this draft.
It really
you know,
was.
Aster knew if there's any chance, any mess-ups were made, as long as Monet was hitting the creeps, getting the farm, they'd be able to group up, and he's the one hitting the towers, the tier 4s, the Ancients. He's going to have the damage to close it up. And Secret, they just couldn't stop him.
No, they couldn't. And you can see it was like a lot of just Aster knowing when these moves are coming and knowing and just being prepared, especially these abandoned, this Luna, everyone. And the thing is, like, the coolest thing is that they all just did their job, and it didn't look, the XXS looked fancy, so did Baboka, but PQ and Monet, it wasn't this fancy stuff. They stuck together the whole game to make sure this happened.
They really did. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. A very impressive performance from Aster. Will get themselves the victory here in game 1 at the best of 3.
Well, it seems like a little bit of an oops may have spiraled out of control. This was not the oops. This was the hell yeah, I'm feeling myself. I'm unbeatable on this Ember Spirit. You can't touch me. Storm Spirit gets a little bit too close, plays with fire, and gets burned. And then Ember Spirit himself, maybe perhaps a little too overconfident here. As soon as that fissure comes out, XXS sees the opportunity, gets the black hole. Now, Moon, am I being too reductive if I say that that was the moment that single-handedly lost Secret the game? Or was this draft destined for success on the side of Aster?
No, you're not wrong. The moment they lost that game, it's all over Secret, honestly. Because Aster's lineup, all they need to do is farm. And they will win late game. So Secret has to play this template thing. And they were doing really well. Nisha was like on some crazy like rampage whole early game. But he made one mistake of Black Hole and he has Falcon Blade. That guy ain't farming no more. Compared to like Aster's heroes with the Luna farms fast, Storm farms fast, Enigma farms fast. So Secret has to end the game in 20 minutes, otherwise the BKB Black Hole happens.
So it was necessary then, Saberlight, for Nisha to play that aggressive. It wasn't necessarily him trying to flex. He needed to keep that kind of aggression to keep all of Aster busy with that Ember Spirit.
Well, after I saw, when I was watching this live, I was thinking that this is incredibly good what Nisha is doing, because he's like pushing the limits. It's like very clear that he's playing so aggressive because there isn't able the Enigma isn't able to black hole him because there's always the Fissure threat. However, I think they just miscommunicated a little bit. I think Zayak just needed to say that he's fissuring, so Nisha can get out in time. But there was like slight miscommunication. He used Fissure, and that suddenly like opens up the Enigma to do this play, and that's, you know, the game gets hard from there. So I respect Nisha for like pushing his limits. I think that's exactly what they need to do this game to win. They just misplayed slightly bit.
And even Monet adjusted after that, Cinder, and he saw that, like, well, maybe we can actually not have to sit back and farm for 40 minutes. Let's take a Sange and Yasha, let's go early and take the fight to them on the Dire side.
Yeah, I mean, in reality in that game, I think Monet didn't really need to be very involved as a carry, which I think is kind of unusual in this patch. I think a lot of the time the carries really do join fights. You saw Crystallis trying on the Monkey King in this game, the previous series with OG, you know, it was a lot of Yuragi going around, it was a lot of Akaz joining. Monet kind of chilled for quite a long time before he put his net worth to use for anything else than killing lane creeps. I think toward the end he was 3-1-1 when they started pushing barracks, but he did go for some of these, like, I was debating this and I was asking Moon, like, if he thought that Sanjay and Yasha made sense in that game with the strategy that they were running and the flow of the game, but I think for Monet it was probably just an insurance policy, like, okay, Secret are gonna fight us, I want value right now, and then, oh, things are going great, I'm just gonna keep farming, I don't need to join. So then I have this Sanjay and Yasha that, you know, in the end wasn't really very important for him.
How about other itemization, Moon? There were two things that I know that you were intrigued by, one you were critical of. Let's start with the Earthshaker. Zayat's kind of belligerently making his way to the Blink Dagger instead of just picking up the shard at 15 minutes.
So yeah, I played this Earthshaker in this new patch where you go Blink Dagger with the passive gold decrease. It takes you forever to get this Blink Dagger. When you have a couple of bad deaths, that Blink Dagger ain't ever coming. So by the time you get the Blink Dagger to get the big Echo, you're still like level 10, like because of the EXP nerf. So I really strongly believe you play Earthshaker and Fissure right now.
Okay, and then how about this Witchblade on Batrider, Saberlight? It seemed more greedy, or did he see that he did not need to be the utility? The Shaker's getting a dagger, I'll go for more damage.
There is an argument to be made when your teammate is buying a Blink, then you might not need to do so yourself. So I think in that sense it makes sense. However, I think this Witchblade Batrider build is more of a mid thing, because then you know you get your scaling, then you can like solo kill people. However, Res's lane was very hard, so going for this greedy build can kind of backfire, because I think since they wanted to play fast, some aura items could be more beneficial, like drums and stuff like that.
Yeah, and one hero that we haven't mentioned quite yet is going to be our MVP for this game, number one. It's Ori on his Storm Spirit. You wouldn't have guessed it with the first few minutes, the way that he was getting handled by Nisha, but after this opening was created, Cinder, and it seemed like Ori took the ball and ran with it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty impressive when you're having this bad of a start to really recover and, you know, rebuild yourself a game. I would say for, you know, we have to pick an MVP, right?
Yes.
There are other candidates in this.
It's a team effort.
It's a team
Everyone
game,
was an MVP.
but
Yeah.
he did a really good job recovering from a terrible position, which I think is also admirable, because Ori has historically had these games where he loses his lane pretty horribly and then just never comes back. And this time around, he did a great job finding opportunities and coming back in the game. I do want to give an honorable mention though to PQ. I think the Abaddon in this game had really good positioning and a great game understanding. He was a lot of the time dying for the team to get all the cores out of trouble. And the pick itself was pretty much a stroke of genius in that game. I think that was the best pick Aster did in the whole draft. And it really just set them up for, bringing this guy back into the game. Abaddon was a really big part of that too.
And somehow that Abaddon also managed to farm a BKB at the very last second of that game. I was like, damn, how did this guy get so much farm? I thought he was dying most of the time for his team. Somehow he was managing to get gold. Is that a product of the 7.32 changes, Moon? Because I know Scepter radius on the automatic mist coils went down from 1600 to 1200. Is it not as viable now?
I feel like BKU was a cool item, but I felt like he could have bought drums, Aghanims, Holy Lock, and Lotus up. Any of his items he bought, he would have won the game anyway. By the time he got BKB, the game was over. Because his hero was so crucial that game. He not only counters the Dark Willow, he also counters the Bat Rider. And to a certain extent, Ember Spirit. Because you get to purge the flame, the Searing Chains. And usually what counters the Abaddon was the AoE stun. But only AoE stun they had was Earthshaker, but he doesn't have to shard once again, so he doesn't really have to fear anything.
It was a master class of second phase picks coming out from Aster with that Enigma and Abaddon. Will they be able to replicate that success in game number 2? We'll have to find out after the break. Well, that seems a bit misleading. Which one is it? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. We need matchmaking services for this. What is your solo queue MMR? How romantic are you? And how good are you at drafting? These are questions that I'm sure LanM and Puppy are asking about each other as they get into game number 2 of this upper bracket final. It's Aster versus Secret, and Aster having the upper hand after that game number 1. And it's with Secret picking heroes of their own style. We saw Puppy scoop up a Dark Willow, and I think that other things that may emerge in 7.32. What happened to Marcy, Moon? I thought this hero was extremely overpowered. 7.32 gives her the Earth Spirit treatment, where they're like, actually, let's trade what stuns and what slows. Now where's she at?
She's a lot weaker now, mainly because the same nerf to the Haunt Toss with the Magnet Skewer, where you used to be able to Haunt Toss the Skewer back, and then there's no counterplay. But now with the Marcy, when you blink flip someone, she's just slowed, so you can VKB immediately. Previously, when you blink flip someone, they're stunned, so your teammate has like 2 seconds to counter to follow up the next stun. So it's stun into stun. So there's no counterplay for the opponent. On top of that, you're out of position. But now you get flipped, you just BKB and kill the Marcy.
I see. Okay. We'll see how she adjusts moving forward. But we got a new set of heroes showing up here in this game number 2. Chen and Batrider banned out by Aster. Secret take out the Oracle and the Tiny. Aster, Puck, Wyvern, and Secret with the Tusk.
Yeah, so this is pretty reminiscent of, I was wondering if they were going to go for this. So this is what Secret did in their previous series that they won against OG, I believe. Either it was that or the one before to get to that upper bracket finals, was that they ran this Tusk Enigma, I believe, twice. And one of the games they picked the Enigma in the second phase, and then afterwards they realized, wow, this is really good. We should probably just first phase this stuff and close out the phase and start banning counters. And I'm actually surprised that Aster gave it to them, but what they did do is they at least created some sort of insurance policy for themselves already, grabbing the first phase Wyvern. So they have Curse against the Enigma Black Hole, and they have the Cold Embrace against Tusk Tag Team. So there's like double value in this hero against this pairing in that offlane.
Yes, they read that the Enigma is coming, but I don't think Secret cares. I think this hero is just way too strong. I think they made the mistake of not taking Enigma and Aster right there, because Secret's response to Enigma was abysmal. Monkey King and Ember Spirit last pick. Secret has no clue how to deal with this hero. That's why they picked this Enigma now.
Amen, brother. It's also, I think the Wyvern is like a pre-counter to the Enigma. It makes sense since you can always counter the Black Hole, but the lane is not the best. I think in lane against Enigma, you just need heroes that kill the Eidolons, and Wyvern doesn't do that at all. So I am assuming, we'll see what the Aster carry is, but this Enigma Tusk lane should be very strong. They're also banning the Bristleback, Alchemist, very good heroes in lane against Enigma. So we'll see if Aster has any heroes left.
Yeah, the last one that Secret banned in this game that Sind is referring to was Troll Warlord to also protect the lane for Enigma. And then they're probably going to have to go off script because they had a Phantom Assassin as their carry, and against a Wyvern, probably not going to be the case. And then they also had a Crystal Maiden as one of their supports, but the first phase and the ban seem to be very much similar.
I'm still looking at what Aster,
चलो भाई अभी स्ट्रीम बाद में करते हैं, मेरे को जाने का है जरा.
Heroes that you haven't seen for a while can start coming back, and one of the heroes that teams used to draft against Enigma Idolins in lane was Gyrocopter, and I don't know if you can go that route here.
जरा emergency आ गया है bro.
You have Puck Coil, you have the Curse that can both set up Gyro to go in and deal that damage. I think Gyro Wyvern is a very strong lane. You have an inherent double slow